Hello, and welcome to episode 96 of Let's Play Final Fantasy XIV. So, in the last episode, we had a talk with Emmerich here, and also got to meet Estinian. And they need our help. Help to fight some dragons. So let's see what Alpha Node has to say here. If we are to aid these guardians in this war of theirs, preparations will have to be made, and soon. Before proceeding, however, we must needs return to the Rising Stone and make our report to the antecedent. Alright, I guess we are going back to Mordona. What's going on here? I do want to point out right now that I'm making a bit more episodes. I'm putting them on queue in on YouTube. So if you have any ideas or questions that you expect me to answer in game, it might take a bit longer. Just wanna point that out. Right now, as I'm making this episode, I actually have 5 episodes already on YouTube. So I just felt like playing the game. So yeah, that's why I'm making more episodes right now.
Alphino, it is good to see you. Tell me, what have you learned?
Pray summon the others. Everyone must hear my report.
Wow.
So this was all but a taste of what's to come.
Indeed. The main host advances upon Ishgard as we speak.
Whose vaunted defenses have been nullified.
Shorn of its wards, the city will bear the full force of Nidhogg's fury.
All those people.
Alphino is right. The Dravanians cannot be allowed to prevail. If Ishgard falls, all of Eorzea will suffer the consequences.
Then you agree that we have no choice but to intervene. For the good of the realm, the Scions of the Seventh Dawn and the Crystal Braves must join the defense of Ishgard.
Let there be no ambiguity about what has been proposed. We would be directly intervening in the war. But if all here believe the cause to be just, then to war we shall go. The path we now embark upon is perilous, but I pray you will walk with us to the end. For those we have lost, for those we can yet save.
Then it is settled. I shall inform the Council of our intentions and request that they contribute their own forces to the defense of Ishgard.
And very soon, you will will see a slightly different side of Alpha Node. That's all I'm going to say right now. Alright. There we go. And let's see what Minfilia had to say to us. Volunteer Dragon Slayer. That's two words I did not expect to see together. Oh. I have bid the Archons travel to their assigned nations. Should the members of the Alliance agree to pledge Grand Company soldiers to Ishgard's cause, our comrades will be on hand to act as intermediaries for the duration of the conflict. The small matter of persuading the Alliance leaders to grant such support I leave to Alpha Node. For you, my friend, a different task awaits. I would have you reach out to your fellow adventurers and gather what allies you may for the common siege. I would also have you consider the matter of our own security. Revenant's Hall is but a short flight from the snowfields of Corvus. It is not unimaginable that fighting may spill across the border. Pray, brief Slaffborn on the brewing conflict and discuss potential continuities. The frontier settlers must be prepared for aught that might wing its way over our walls. I only hope that such precautions prove unnecessary. Before you leave, might I suggest that you have Tatora accompany you? She has a talent for administration and a firm grasp of the practical challenges we may encounter. All right. Oh, let's see. Where can we... Tatori is her normal spot. Here we go. We are already close to Corvus Entry. We'd best see to our own defenses and take stock of our supplies. Oh, and well, also, and we'll also need to have beds and bandages laid out just in case. A good receptionist is ready for any eventuality. Let's go, Joffrey. I have 101 things to discuss with Slaffborn. Alright. Let's see what Mr. Slaffborn is all about. I appreciate the warning. If war is coming to Corvus, then the toll must be made ready. I'll increase the number of patrols and lookouts immediately. I'll also see about finding room for an infirmary, as well as temporary housing for victims of the conflict. Ishgard has done well by us in the past, and I would return the favor. But as for rounding up volunteers for the fighting itself, I'm afraid I must disappoint you. I will not send my fellow guild members to die on Ishgardian soil, and I am certain headquarters will say the same. There will be no official adventurers. There will be no official adventurers guild present at this siege. That said, each adventurer is of course free to do as he or she will. I shall have a word with some of my more capable colleagues on your behalf, and you might try your luck here in Revenant's Talk. I dare say there are a few stout souls about town who will answer your call to arms. Let's get started, shall we? We have a town to rouse. Alright, let's start to this adventure here. Spare me the talk of glory and fame. I'm not in the habit of volunteering for lost causes. I've survived this long by trusting my instincts, and my instincts tell me to stay well away from Ishgard. Alright. Howard. Ishgard sounds like she's in a right mess, but that ain't what I want to talk to you about. I need you to cast your mind back to that scuffle with the Empire out by the processing plant. A lad from Little Alamigo by the name of Wilred was there with the fourth that day, and I want to know if you've seen him since. Have you? God damn it. I feared as much. No one's blood has seen him. It's like the ground opened up and swallowed him whole. But that ain't all. Around the time Willard stopped turning up for duty, them black marked weapons went missing from our vault in Uldal. So now, of course, half the braves suspect the lad of making off with the goods. Folk like to believe our company's disciplined fighting force, but as you and me both know, it's no more an motley collection of mercenaries, adventurers, and Grand Company veterans. The only thing as binds us together is some vague oath about fighting for the freedom of all. That and steady pay. Now, compared to most others in the crew, Wilred's a fresh-faced novice, a bleeding whelp amongst the wolves. But the boy's a good passion. When he talked about being a guardian of Eorzea, he bloody well meant it. A lad like him wouldn't rob us blind and bugger off like that. He ain't the type. And then, and this is just between you and me, there's the fact that lad wanted to tell me about something queer he'd noticed in the ledgers. Something about the Braves, numbers not adding up. Hey, there's a villain at the end of this trail I'm stumbled on, and I'll bet me a good eye it ain't young Willard. Any road, you've got the war to wager, so I'll let you get on. I just thought someone should know. I'll be seeing you, Joffrey. So Ishgard seeks sellswords to bolster its ranks, eh? But I'm not sure I like the sound of this siege. Those nobles will surely be generous with their rewards. But I have pledged myself to guard Revenant's Hall. Modest work thought it is. I am loath to break the terms of my contract. What to do? What to do? Sell me blade to the Age Guardians? Well, them dragons are fearsome lot, but I'd slay me a fair share if the coin was good. I've worked for one of them knights before, you know. Watched me like bloody hawk, he did. Still, I put up with worse than that for a heavy purse. Alright. In here? Oh, there you go. Volunteer my service in the defense of Ishgard? I think not. Dragons claim the lives of every one of my brothers. I do not mean to offer them mine. It was to escape such fate that I took up the mantle of adventure in the first place. I would sooner die in the pursuit of fortune than huddle behind an icy wall. Alright. Alright, let's at least we recruited one. There you are, Joffrey. So, did you sway any hearts? 1 or 2, huh? Well, added to mine, that makes 3 or 4, not including Slughborn's friends. We won't have the largest company in the army, but I'd say 1 Revenant's Hall veteran is worth a dozen clanking knights at least. Alright. Oh, I've been so caught up with recruiting that I almost forgot. There's been word from Alphinaud. Apparently, the alliance leaders are convening in Ul'dah to discuss Ishgard's flight, and they requested your presence as usual. Anyways, you'd best make your way to Ul'dah, or you will be late. Alphinaud said that he would meet you on the Royal Promenade. Alright, let's head over to Ul'dah. Let's see here. Chamber of Rule, that's where we're gonna go. Let's step on it a bit and see if we can meet up with Alphinaud here. There you are. My apologies for calling you away from your tasks. I had hoped to proceed with these negotiations, one leader at a time. But it seemed my urgent request for an audience have prompted a gathering of the council. Needless to say, I felt obliged to attend. The alliance leaders are already seated within. Let us join them, shall we? Alright.
We are well aware of Ishgard's dilemma, and we agree with your assessment.
Then I trust there are no objections to the Crystal Braves' intervention.
Ul'dah has none.
Gridania does not object.
The Crystal Braves are yours to command, Alphinaud. Do what you will. We shall pray for your success.
It was my hope that you would offer more substantial aid than prayer. I know it is within your means.
Do not presume that you have knowledge of our every concern. The Garleans and the Beast Tribes are but two of many. We are not in a position to contribute greatly to the defense of Ishgard, not when our own homes are still under siege.
We dare not leave our interests in Cartano undefended as well. Telegi Adalegi and his ilk would seize control of the territories in our absence.
The enemy is at their gates, and you would cower behind yours?
Oh boy. Yeah, he got pissed.
No one is cowering, boy. We will offer what support we can.
Aye, support. A handful of men and no more.
Would that we could commit more than a token force to this cause. Yet there are others to whom you might turn. The free companies ever want for work.
Ah, yes. The free companies. They're not like to turn you down.
I beg your pardon? You would entrust the survival of Ishgard to sell swords? Crises like these are the very reason why this alliance was formed. It is our duty to aid our fellow man.
My duty is to my country and my people. If you expect us to place the welfare of a foreign power above our own, you're going to be sorely disappointed. Lest you doubt, Limsa comes first, then the Alliance, and finally, circumstances permitting, Ishgard and the rest. If you cannot understand so simple a concept, then you have no place at this table.
Forgive me, Admiral. I was careless in my choice of words.
I suggest you assemble a party of elite adventurers, assuming you haven't already. Your fellows served us well during Operation Archon. I dare say they will do so again. If I may, Your Grace, I wish to propose a redistribution of forces. If we entrust the security of Uldar to the Brass Blades for a time, we can dispatch a larger force to Ishgard. Your Grace?
Wow. It's very far off in thoughts.
Yes. Yes, of course. Do what you will.
Is Her Grace not feeling well?
To the best of my knowledge, Her Grace is in perfect health.
I see. Carry on.
Well, we know what's on her mind. Once again, I owe you an apology. It seems you have been conscripted into leading a contingent of adventurers on yet another mission of inestimable danger. No, I was pronouncing that wrong. But I fear we have been left with little alternative. We cannot well abandon Lord Harsefont and Sir Emeric to their fate. We must abide by the Council's decision. As short-sighted as it is, and strive to fulfill our roles as Eorzean Guardians. Eorzea's Guardians. Captain Ilbert, what news? The assault has begun? We have at this moment concluded our audience with the Alliance leaders. Move our force into position. Your unit will join House Durandar at the Steel Vigil. Man the cannons alongside the knights and fin the Dravonian horde ere they descend upon Ishgard. I will join you as soon as I'm able. Joffrey, I would have you and your adventurer allies bolster the defenses at the Steps of Faith. Report first to Sir Marceline at the Gates of Judgment, and he will direct you to where you are needed most. May the gods grant us victory. Alright, let's move over to Corvus. You are appointed captain of the sellsword contingent? Then welcome. There is no shortage of blade work to be done. As we speak, Dravonian skirmishing parties are harrying position across the Central Highlands. Sorry about that. I assigned the Crystal Braves and your fellow adventurers to contain these scattered attacks, and for the present I would have you join them. This is of course merely a precursor to the assault on Ishgard proper. The village serpents seek to divide and confuse our forces. But we will not be so easily drawn out of position. Templar Knights will remain on the steps of faith and continue our preparations. When the horde arrives in force, they shall face a wall of Ishgardian steel. Report back to me once their advance skirmishers are slain. I need to fix this. There we go. Alright, there we go. Actually, how far away is that? Right down here to start with. Let's talk to this guy first. Go. So oh, this way. There we go. Maybe between recordings, I might actually complete those quests completely. There we go. There we go. Oh. There we go. And then we usually do it like this. Slash and bow. This one. There we go. Well, now we got to help another player. As we were fighting our own battle. What news, adventure? The reinforcements? Decimated, you say? Gervonian devils. Damn, there's scaly hides. Hold fast to your grief and fury, sir. We will avenge the deaths of your fellows in the battle to come. Alright. I'm going to call this an episode right here. So thank you all for watching. I hope you all enjoyed it. And if you did, please hit the like button. If you're new here, first of all, welcome. And if you enjoy my content, then feel free to hit the subscribe button together with the notification bell. It's all free, so yeah. It helps you finding my content, and it helps me getting noticed on YouTube. So until next time, stay safe out there.